and a taste. You guys want to pass this around? So we're going to be using a lot more vermouth in our martinis at the Starlight Room and all our Kimpton bar programs. The whole idea about why I think people don't like gin martinis is because it got drier over age and people over time, and people were making gin martinis with very little vermouth, and if they were doing that, like get a little rinse of vermouth, it's old vermouth that's been sitting there in the liter bottle for a good month or two. What you guys are tasting is lovely, fresh vermouth. It's floral, there's botanicals on there, it's complex. I mean, on the palate, it's really good. So, you know, the martini didn't really start just one day, turned into, you know, gin and dry vermouth. But, you know, I think we all believe that it evolved from something that was closer to the Martinez, but it was essentially a whiskey drink made with sweet vermouth, right, and orange bitters. If you look at the Martinez, probably back in that day they were using what they call Dutch gin or Geneva, which is, I think, resembles kind of an unaged blended whiskey more so than it does a London Dry style gin, right? So anyway, but as that progressed and we got dry vermouth and London Dry gin, you know, there was a lot more vermouth in the old martinis, even up to equal parts, plus orange bitters. Sometimes they'd add maraschino liqueur. But as I think the vodka culture came in and things got drier and drier, even as Winston Churchill said, he gives a nod to the bottle of vermouth when he makes his gin martini. But I really believe a good martini needs a good amount of vermouth. So I'm going to make 3 style gin martinis. One that's closer to modern day culture, so you can see why maybe people are turned off by gin martinis, because it's nothing but pure gin with a slight rinse of vermouth. The middle style, which is what we're going to make as a standard martini, which is half an ounce of dry vermouth, 2.5 ounces of gin, and then the 50-50, which is equal. And we're going to start off. So another part of what we're going to be doing inside the room is we're going to have some cool new bar tools. This is it's called the ERA mixing glass. It's a Japanese mixing glass, so anything that's stirred is going to go in this glass. Anything that's shaken, we're going to have tin on tin. And the reason why we use these is because the liquid to ice ratio works out better. So you get a lot more of the big cubes in there because it's wider at the bottom. So you get that dilution factor. It's when, you know, when we stir in a you know, the standard Boston mixing glass, you only get 2 or 3 cubes that hit the bottom, so it takes longer for that dilution to happen. So that's essentially why we're using this. So it's not just there to look cool. All right, so first we're going to do 1.5 ounces of dry vermouth, half an ounce in the middle. And what I'll do here is the standard just rinse, which I'll throw out.